guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about tools for making velvet flowers. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's start from the tools needed first to the last during the flower making process. The first one is a stick to hold the silk threads. This can be anything that's smooth. Wooden sticks or metal sticks, they all work. Even a chopstick from Chinese restaurant, yeah, that works too. After you put threads on the stick, you're going to need a brush to separate the silk filaments. Here comes the fun part. What kind of a brush you are supposed to use? If you're not sure how serious you are with this craft, my number one suggestion is a beer brush that you can find somewhere around your house. If you don't have one, you can grab a hard bristle brush from our shop or find a beer brush from Amazon. The reason why I don't suggest a soft bristle brush is that it doesn't work well with embroidery silk threads by itself. It has to be accompanied with a hard bristle brush, or you will likely spend double or triple amount of time on brushing. If you are serious about this craft, I suggest you to get both of the hard and soft bristle brushes. Because the brush with a hard bristle is harsh on the silk, so you have to well control the amount of time you brush the silk. Yet the soft bristle brush is not hard enough, which we have just talked about. But the good part about the soft brush is that you can brush silk with it extensively without damaging the silk. It's very gentle. But does beer brush work? Yes! If you get a good one, you'll only need that one brush for every type of silk threads. But there are so many beer brushes on the market, yet we don't know which one is good. I have one that works very well, but that one has been discontinued. I purchased another one from the same supplier, but it doesn't work as well as the previous version. So this is all the information I have. Hopefully it's going to help you make a wise decision. Then we're going to need a clip to lock the width of the threads before putting on wire. We usually use a wooden clip with some foam in the middle and some rubber bands to hold the two pieces tight. That's the best option we know. If you are handy and know how to make one, just make one by yourself. It shouldn't be hard work. Alternatively, we sell these in our shop. If you don't want to make this investment, you can use snap clips. And also use rubber bands to tighten the clips because silk is slippery and hard to be locked by smooth plastic. The biggest problem with the snap clips is that they have ridges in the middle. So if you have the threads on for a long time, it's going to make waves on the threads. But the bottom of the threads is often cut off, so it shouldn't be a big problem. The biggest question is how long and how well it can lock the width of the threads. Mine never work as perfectly as the wooden clip, but you can decide what works for you. Other than the clip, you will also need some large metal clips, because the threads need to be pulled straight while we put on wire. Those you can get anywhere. Then annealed wire. Usually we use 32, 33, and 34 gauge brass or copper wire. I recommend the brass wire because it's less likely to oxidize over time, and it holds weight better than copper. Someone might tell you that you can use regular wire without annealing. Well, you can, but I don't suggest you to start with that because it's very hard to twist. I tried, but I can't do that. For beginners, I suggest a 32 gauge annealed brass wire. It's slightly more difficult to twist than 33 and 34, but the strips made with 32 will be easier to trim later. To help you twist wires, you can put some anti-slip powder on your thumb and index finger. This is the one I use. You might have your preference, but any anti-slip powder should work. The problem with the annealed wire is that I don't know where to get these. Outside of China, I tried to find it in the US, but didn't find them. So if you need annealed wire, either you purchase them from velvet flower makers or you can anneal yourself. We had a short talking about how to anneal wires, so I linked that video into this one. If you want to anneal wire yourself, you can learn from there. Here comes the second fun part, strip cutting scissors. Just a heads up, you might think I'm crazy here. I have tried many different scissors. The best ones that I have used are a pair of handmade iron scissors, and a rotary cutter with a quilting ruler. I have used many stainless steel scissors, none of them worked perfectly. I recently got 2 pairs of scissors that are used by pretty much every velvet flower creators in China. I think these are made with iron, and pretty well made. The only thing I can say is they are just okay. I have a pair of iron scissors that don't look very good, but still work better than these. I'll first show you the reason why stainless steel scissors are not good. As I cut, do you see that the silk fibers are being pushed towards the direction I'm cutting through? If that happens, your strip will end up with one side has more fiber than the other, so it doesn't have an even amount of fibers throughout the strip. Yeah, this is just a short strip. If you are cutting a long strip, the fibers in the middle portion of the strip will be even more loose and more likely to be pushed away. So this problem will be worse. It might even reduce the success rate. These scissors are better than the tailor scissors, but still not as perfectly as the iron scissors I had. So as OCD as I am, I would suggest you guys to go for rotary cutters. If you really want these iron scissors and you don't know where to get them, I'll see what I can do. It's just gonna be a lot of testing. I bought 4 pairs of these iron scissors and only 1 pair worked. If you guys have any resources to buy iron scissors within the US, please let me know. I'll look into it. I have tried the rotary cutters for you guys and they worked pretty well. The only thing is that you are gonna need a self-healing cutting board. I'm not very sure how long this pad is gonna last and also how long one blade of a rotary cutter is gonna last. But rotary cutters come with quite some blades, so that's probably gonna last you quite some time. Also, rotary cutters are a lot more affordable. Then we need wooden blocks or electric erasers to tighten the twists to finalize the strips. If you are planning to use electric erasers, you need to figure out which direction your eraser is spinning, and you need to twist the wire in the same direction. I totally do the opposite to mine, and I prefer wooden blocks. I find the process very satisfying. I don't think you can find the wooden blocks on Amazon, but we have some sold in our shop. However, if you can find a couple of hardwood blocks at home, you can just use those. You can polish them to the point where they won't hurt your hands, but don't put paint on them or make them extra smooth. You don't want them to be slippery. Then strip trimming scissors. This stuff, you just need a pair of super sharp scissors. They can be tailor scissors, barber scissors, handcraft scissors, or just some regular scissors. They just need to be extra good and sharp. I hope your scissor hunting is easier than mine. I use tailor scissors to do the trimming. If you are planning to use tailor scissors as well, let me know. I'll try to help because my hunting was not that smooth. Then glues. The 2 glues that I use mostly are the B7000 glue and a fabric glue. The B7000 glue is mostly used for attaching metal to silk or floss. So when we glue metal frames on petals, we use B7000. When we glue made flowers to metal clips, we use B7000. The fabric glue is used to combine silk strips. When we need to combine multiple thin strips together to make a large petal or wing, we use a fabric glue. The one I use is for making silk fabric flowers. I think it's originated from Taiwan, but I believe any fabric glue should work, as long as it dries clear. Some crafters use school glue as well, and say those work too. The last one is the floss to combine flowers. It can be sew embroidery silk threads, which is the one you can get on Amazon. I don't want to recommend it because it gets snagged easily, so we usually use synthetic floss. The one we put in each beginner's kit is one of the types. I'm bringing the other type for you guys to try out. It will show up in our future kits, or just in tools and materials orders upon request. I think I have covered everything. If you have any questions or requests, please feel free to let me know. I'll do my best to help. So this is the end of this video. Hope you find it helpful. I'll see you in our next one.